Hello, and welcome to tonight's public meeting. The Texas Department of Transportation is pleased to have you participate in the I-10 East Planning and Environmental Linkages, or PEL Study. Please have a seat for a quick overview presentation of this study and the processes we intend to use. Tonight's meeting format is an open house that allows for individualized discussions with TxDOT and their consultants. We encourage you to provide your feedback on issues you've experienced within the corridor and your concerns with respect to mobility and safety. Your feedback is critical to a successful PEL study, and we look forward to receiving your input. Due to the length across the corridor, this meeting is being held in 4 separate locations: Houston, Channelview, Baytown, and Mont Belvieu. The information presented at all locations will be the same and made available online at TxDOT's website shortly after all 4 public meetings have been completed. The I-10 East PEL Study Limits consist of 30 miles of interstate from I-69 in Harris County to State Highway 99 or Grand Parkway in Chambers County. Interstate 10 is the southernmost continuous roadway that connects the Pacific Ocean on the west coast to the Atlantic Ocean on the east coast. 1/3 of that length of I-10 lies entirely within the state of Texas. Our 30-mile corridor includes several cities and encompasses numerous communities and businesses. There are 4 major system-to-system interchanges within our study limits. These vital interchanges occur when I-10 crosses the following major roadways: I-69, I-610, Beltway 8, and Spur 330. Our study corridor also includes Port Houston and its associated freight traffic, which heavily influences the traffic characteristics of the region. In addition, a portion of the eastern I-10 study limits serves as a designated hurricane evacuation route. The PEL study is an early step in the transportation planning activities. It is used to streamline the NEPA process, which is the National Environmental Policy Act. NEPA was adopted in 1970 and requires federal agencies to assess the environmental impacts of their proposed actions prior to making decisions. The PEL study involves interested state, local, tribal, and federal agencies as well as the public. This leads to less duplication of effort and more informed project-level decisions. The PEL study is a high-level planning study that creates a corridor vision and identifies corridor issues and concerns. The purpose of the PEL study is to determine viable alternatives that improve mobility and safety within the corridor. One critical component of the PEL study is public outreach, where we coordinate with public agencies, stakeholders, and conduct public meetings to engage with you, the general public. This project is a 2-phase study with a public involvement component that spans both phases. Phase 1 began in the spring of 2017 and will terminate in the summer of 2018. Phase 2 will begin in the fall of 2018 and conclude in the spring of 2020. The public outreach extends across both phases and is a continuous effort accomplished by sharing information at meetings, soliciting input from groups and individuals, and sharing updates from the study on the project website. We are nearing the end of Phase 1, where we will use your input from tonight's meeting to document the issues and concerns. Once the issues and concerns are fully documented, we will begin to develop the alternatives to address those identified issues, which are scheduled to be completed this summer. The next series of public meetings will be held in the fall of this year. We appreciate your participation and value your input. Please proceed to the exhibit area where you can view information related to the I-10 East PEL study. TxDOT and consultant staff will be available to answer your questions. Be sure to provide your comments on the form provided at sign-in. Thank you.